Alright, so the PolCat project is kind of taking a turn. I got all the spark and stuff figured out before on this, and it turned out to be the ECU was messed up. It was working, it just wasn't, well, I should say working. The light would blink when you pulled the rope, but it wasn't getting any spark. So if you know, for these old Arctic Cats, that kind of shows you the indication it's supposed to be doing something, but it wasn't. So got another parts sled, took the ECU out of that, put it in here, finished up some wiring, had everything figured out, got it all prettied up, and then took 2 laps around the yard, and the ECU burned up. Like, bad burned up. I could smell it as I was on my second lap, and it was really running bad. And it completely, you pull the rope over and there's no light or nothing. But you can see a little bit, just almost looks like a smear in there. Maybe, or a black line, almost like a Sharpie or something. That's actually from, it got so hot, it melted the sealant. And it was actually bubbling out. So that got burned up. So then I started looking again for another ECU or another parts sled, and the 800 Arctic Cats from that era that are EFI are hard to find. It took me almost a year to find the first one I got the engine out of. It took about 4 or 5 months to find the one I got the parts ECU out of. And then I didn't want to wait that long to get it going again, because I'd really like to ride it this winter since I didn't get to last winter. So, Powder Special 600. EFI, they're a dime a dozen. Well, I shouldn't say a dime a dozen. For some reason, their prices have been about $1,200 for the last 10 years. For some reason, their price never drops. But they're everywhere. The ZR 600 EFIs, all that. There's crap tons of them. So they're easy to get ones for parts or around or whatever. So got that one. Actually got it from a buddy in trade for some work I did for him. So that didn't cost nothing. I, thought about eBaying an ECU or something for that one, but when you're talking $500 to I think $1,200–$1,300, depending on what you're looking at for the ECU and just all the issues I had. I'm just at this point. I'm over it. So 600 in it. They run forever. There's no power valves, so I don't got to worry about that because I still hadn't gotten them working right on that. I don't know why, because all the systems test good. It's getting all the power like it's supposed to. Still wouldn't work. No power valves on that one. Don't got to worry about it. I mean, it's about a 40 horsepower loss, but I won't say how it goes. This sled is super light, so it might seem the same as the 800 in a heavier sled. It'll be even lighter with the lighter engine. I mean, it's about, they claim like 110 horsepower, the Arctic Cat claimed on these engines, but anybody that's really dyno tested them, for what I find on the internet, is 98, 99. So they pretty much all dyno test out. There's some outliers that actually get closer to 109, 110, but so just pulled them in from outside. Snow's melting off them. Start busting into them and get them all switched out, and we'll see what's different. The one thing I know is different is the fuel system. On the 600, it's a return style system. On the 800, it's a deadhead system. So there's already a return line on the tank, so that'll be easy. I'll just have to run a return line from the 600 up to the tank. That's no big deal. Other than that, we'll have to see mounting wise how it goes. I mean, if I was using factory Arctic Cat style mounts, it wouldn't be a problem, because I put an 800 in one of these before. The Powder Special I had with the 600, ran it for a long time, then I decided I wanted more power, and I dropped one of these 800 EFIs in it, and that one kept burning up stators, but so I haven't had good luck with these 800s. The engines themselves seem to be fine. It seems to be all the things around them that I constantly had issues with stators on the one, ECUs on this one. Just 600. The one that I had over 13,000 miles on it, and I never touched it. And supposedly the people I got it from never touched it, and it just worked. Towards the end of going to the 800, the fuel pump actually started having issues, but I replaced that and then it was fine again. But that was only when it was warm. It'd run great for a while, and then you'd get up somewhere and you'd shut it off, and then it wouldn't start again until the pump cooled off enough. Or it's a bad connection, because you could usually tap the metal plate on the seat of tanks on these. I'll show you later. There's this aluminum square where it bolted down in, and if you tap the top of that, it'd usually start going again. But anyways, you know, get these all torn down, and once I get the engines all out to the point to where this one's working its way over there, I'll fire the camera back up and we'll go through some of the differences and